Would you like to embroider every day? Well, I have the ideal software to show you that represents a giant step forward in machine embroidery. It's EmbroideryWorks Everyday. It's extremely simple and easy, yet so versatile. I'd like to show you a few of my favorite features. EmbroideryWorks Everyday is a small yet feature-packed program that's easy to install on Windows XP, Vista, and Windows 7. It requires no hardware dongle and can be installed on multiple systems requiring only your personal serial number to be typed in for the program to run. I'd like to show you one of my favorite techniques or features of EmbroideryWorks Everyday, and that's sizing. Have you ever selected just the perfect embroidery design for your next project, only be disappointed that the design is the wrong size? Well, with EmbroideryWorks Everyday, you can resize the designs down to 50% or up to 250% of the original design. The software will recalculate as you stitch, and it's interactive. It transforms your designs. I'd like to show you how. First of all, we're going to be working with this embroidery design. Mary Malari designed this, and this is the original size. I'm going to show you how to size it smaller or larger to fit the largest hoop of my embroidery design. Best of all of the density of the stitches will recalculate. It's perfect, only with a touch of a button. I have the work page of EmbroideryWorks Everyday set up on my machine. On my computer, and across the top are all the icons, and as I pass the cursor over, you'll get little names, you'll get identification of what is in the cursor or what is in the icon. Go to the preferences, I'm in the preferences area, and click. And this is where I can choose the hoop size. The largest hoop size of my machine is 200 by 300 millimeters, and I'm going to choose this. And as I do, you'll be able to see that this is fitting into the hoop. Here's the hoop right on my work screen. Now I need the design. So I'll go to the computer where I have the designs, and it's in the removable disc G. And I'm going to be using Mary's flower design. And I'm going to click on it and then just drag it to go into the design. So as I move this out of the way, you can see that, let me just close this, the image is right in the hoop. Now, to have everything resized in the correct area, I'm going to go at the top left corner, and there's a lock. Just click on it, and if you click on it, you'll be able to resize responsibly. In other words, it will proportionally go the same directions in the length and the width. Now, you can also work in either millimeters or inches, and I prefer to work in inches. And I can resize this by just selecting this, and rather I can have it at 50%. And the design reduces in size. And that's how I got that small little embroidery. Now if I go down to the corner, the right corner, it tells me the size. It's gone down from 3 inches to almost 2 inches by 1 3/4, and the stitches have reduced. The same thing is going to happen when I increase it only to the larger size. We'll watch how these stitches increase. In other words, the density of the stitches has decreased from the original design. If I go back to the upper left corner and change this to, let's say, 75%, and enter it, the size has increased. Now if I wanted to, I could immediately get it to the size to fill the whole hoop area. There's an icon with arrows going in north and south and east to west, and it says fit to hoop, and presto, the embroidery design increases. Back down to the lower right area, it now tells me it has increased in size to 7 inches by 6 11/16. So immediately I have increased the size just with the click of the button, and EmbroideryWorks Everyday has changed the density of the stitch without any redigitizing, just with the click of the button. From small to large, from the basic size, the stitches are perfect, allowing you to embroider every day. Another feature I really enjoy is lettering and monogramming. EmbroideryWorks Everyday has 12 fonts included with this program. It gives you an enormous amount of control and many, many options. We've stitched out samplings of the 12 different fonts. You can see they're from bold to graphic to feminine to very creative and artistic. And here's how you work with the monogramming and letters. Across the top menu bar, I'm going to select the letter. And this creates the letters, and as I click on it, along the right side, you'll see the objects and then the properties section. We're going to first start working in the properties area. I'm going to type in, select the ABC because I want to change it to I love to sew. And then I'm going to set those words, so just click on Set. Below this, I'll find in a drop-down box, the 12 different fonts. Now what's interesting about this is that you're able to determine the type of lettering you should have in this area. I'm going to choose the jazz letters. And as I look at those jazz letters, they appear in this section, and I have a little question mark there. Well, the purpose for this is when you click on the question mark, it tells you what's available in that font. The jazz letters are all uppercase. There are numbers 0 through 9, and the symbols are just the period and the comma. Their minimum height is 15 millimeters. The maximum is 50, so that you get an idea of what you can do with that font. And I'll close this. Now notice the I love to sew doesn't fit within my embroidery hoop. So I can go back to the preferences, click on it, and then there's a rotate box. I'll just select this and hit OK, and the box rotates. So here I have I love to sew, and I can change the sizing just as we did before. I'll select this whole section again, and I can go up to my area where it's millimeters and inches and percentage, and I'm just going to increase this by 120%. And you can see it increased 20%. Now it's 120%. Now there is much more to this lettering option, and as I go down to the properties area, you can see that there are several other options: slant, space, and word spacing. I have the entire section selected, and I could slant it all in one direction or the other, to the left or to the right. Let me put it back in the middle, and just with sliding the guide, I can space the letters further apart, closer together, just again by doing the sliding. And then I can space the words, not just the letters. I can get the words closer together, further apart. That would be too far apart. So you can see the options that I have. Then there are little green sections within each word. So if I wanted to, I could just move the L higher, and I could move, in this instance, the E lower. So you have lots of creativity in working in this area. And if you didn't like this look, you can simply go to the undo, and everything would move back to its original position. So as you can see, there are so many options with lettering and monograms. Now for using EmbroideryWorks Everyday for merging into an open design on one page. This is a lot of fun. In honor of one of my co-workers' upcoming 25th wedding anniversary, we've used a slogan from her wedding, and I'm going to be making a pillow out of this. Typed in the wording, chose a design, and soon we'll be able to do the sewing of the pillow. But right now I'd like to show you how to do the merging of the design. Using the information from our last segment, I've already selected the font and typed in the words in the box, and I set the words. And notice they're all along the area. Well, I'm going to go back to the properties area and select the circle. And this allows me to change the radius. Notice a new option has formed, and I can change the radius, making it smaller, larger. And I want to make it so that it fits the hoop size. So I'll just go back up to that all-important fit to hoop icon and click, and it fits. just amazing. Now I want to have Dennis and Deanna at the very top of my hoop, so I'll just rotate this. I've captured the little blue marking, and I'm going to place the "and" at the center. It's right in this area. It's pretty magical, so this will fit into the hoop. Now I'm going to merge in another design. Before I showed you how to drag in a design, now I'm going to go to the upper menu and select the last icon in the top menu, and it's Merge Stitch File. And I just click on this. This is a shortcut, and up comes designs that I have in this file, and I'm going to choose this floral design. Click on it and then hit the import, and just like that it goes in the middle of the design. Looks kind of nice, doesn't it? Now I want to experiment with thread colors, and you saw the thread colors that I had, but I can experiment on the screen to see exactly how to change the thread colors. Now I've selected the flower, and in the objects area on the right side of the screen there's the wedding flower, and I'll click on this to show all the stitches. Now this is an applique, so there are two stitches that I'm not going to be concerned about, but I'm going to select the pink. The pink is the outer line, and I'm going to say, what color should I make this? And I want to test out my Madeira thread color number 1119. So I'll put in 1119, and we'll go. And there it is, and it will apply, and it will change. Now I'll go to the purple and select on the purple on the side, and then hit the purple color. And I'm using Madeira rayon thread. By the way, there are many different options of thread colors that you can choose from in this area. And you can use Madeira to Robinson Anton, Sulky, whatever the case may be. And I'm using Madeira. And in the swirls, I'd like to choose a yellow, so I'm going to put in what I think might be the yellow color, which is 1023. And select that, and then select it again. Hit OK, and you can see how the coloring changes. So I can see on the screen how the color combinations will work. So it's an excellent way of testing out color, and then you can do the stitching of the design. It will fit within the hoop, perfectly designed, and you know exactly what thread colors to choose. It's amazing how you can embroider every day with this simple program. Last of all, I'd like to share with you an option to merge letters on top of themselves or designs on top of themselves. And I'll select another design page and just do a very quick presentation of how I could change some letters. And I'm going to increase them to the size of the hoop. Just increase it one more time. And if I would just select the C and overlap it onto the B, and overlap the D onto the C, and overlap, oh, let's put the A. Let me just click on the A and make these go together. Then I have lots of overlaps of designs. Now perhaps I don't have this stitched out, but I want to show you this feature because it has such great opportunity. At the very top of the menu bar, the last icon, after I have it selected, is a broom. And when I click on this, it will clean sweep. It will sweep up the stitches so that when I'm stitching, I will not have any overlap of the stitches in these areas. So whether you're merging designs in an open area, you're changing the way the overlap is, the density, EmbroideryWorks Everyday has all the functions you'll need. Just at a click of the mouse, you can change your designs and stitch every day. Designer's Gallery EmbroideryWorks Everyday will take your embroidery skills to the next level. To learn more about the featured software and EmbroideryWorks Advanced, visit a participating Baby Lock retailer and ask them about the special offers from this video. Tell them Nancy sent you.